Jake.
Jinxx and Jake, you guys can step in a little bit more. I gotta tell you, your BVB army has been representing in the chat room all evening.
We just got out of rehearsal. Glad we can join you guys finally live. We're here at the Roxy in Hollywood.
Yep. What's up? How y'all doing?
They are doing very well. If you guys have a question you want to ask them, feel free to use the chat room, or you can tweet me directly at Stu Stone, and I will ask these guys any questions you want. But first of all, I got to discuss this with you. This is a fundraiser for Japan, obviously, and you guys have a serious tie-in with what happened over there. From what I understand, you guys were actually in Japan rehearsing when the tragedy took place.
We were playing a show when it happened. We were at soundcheck, and I heard this guy go, "Oh my God, earthquake!" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And then I started feeling it, and the sound guy's like, "No, it happens all the time." And then it got like bigger and bigger. It's like, "No, everybody out!" So we all ran outside, and buildings are swaying.
Yeah, it just kept going on for what seemed like forever, but it was at least like 3 minutes, and we saw. What we saw across the street from where we were outside were two buildings swaying across, swaying like trees against each other, really tall buildings, and then the building next to us swaying like it was going to fall on us. We had no idea where to go. We were in the alleyway. People were screaming, just shouting, like spilling out in the streets, You
guys fear for your lives?
I don't know, dude. It's just unreal. I didn't know what to do. I'm looking around, buildings are shaking, power lines are flying right above our heads, just shaking around. I didn't really know what to do, and we just basically, it ended, and then we went back to sound check, and then the first aftershock hit, 7.1, right back outside we go. The same thing happened again. We're like, all right, this is not normal, obviously, it was just totally unreal, and you hear about big natural disasters, but when you actually go through one, you don't actually fully understand it until you go through something like that. And yeah, that's why they need help, all the help you can get.
You guys were actually there. You saw what's going on there. How can you describe what you've seen?
Yeah, we were about 2 hours south of the actual epicenter in Sendai, where a complete city was devastated. Like homes, thousands of people's lives were destroyed. And we're 2 hours south of that. We were in the middle of Tokyo in Harajuku. We're doing a sound check for our show that we were playing. It was supposed to be a sold-out show, and like I say, we had to clear out during sound check. We went back in to finish our sound check after the initial 8.9. We didn't know it was that big at first at all. So we're like, wow, it was an earthquake. That's crazy. We'd never experienced anything that big. But the aftershock came. That was a 7.1. We went outside again. Again, the power line swaying, buildings swaying. It was scary.
And obviously your family here, they were obviously worried about you guys. Was it hard to get into contact with people? What was it like after the earthquake ended? You guys are just there.
Internet's great,
yes.
It was 2:45 p.m. there. It was 11 p.m. here, and just Facebook my family, yeah, I just went through a massive earthquake. I'm okay though, and then
yeah. I immediately got online, emailed my girlfriend. I was like, hey, we went through an earthquake. We're okay, and so it's good, immediately. And of course people knew right away from the news or whatever, and I emailed my mom, and so it was good that we had internet in the venue, so we were able to contact loved ones right away. But a lot of people weren't so lucky because
definitely not to take anything away from the seriousness of the situation you were involved in. You indirectly just answered one of the first tweet questions that I've received. Yes, he does have a girlfriend. He just answered that within his story. You're single?
I am single. I have no girlfriend, and I love Japanese girls.
Oh, you do? So you guys have a huge following in Japan, huh?
I don't know, dude. We went through the biggest earthquake, so not a lot of people made it out, but yeah, I think so.
Well, I know that, we played one show before the earthquake happened. We had a great turnout, and, we know just from the response from our fans over there, you guys are great. You've been so great to us, and so awesome. The nicest people I've ever met in my life, And that just goes to show we really show our support. We love you guys so much, and we can't wait to come back and actually do play shows for you properly, without a natural disaster, and so.
We will be back before the end of the year. Yes. I can't say when, but we will.
So you guys aren't scared to go back there, obviously?
Absolutely not. that's where my favorite women are. Why would I be afraid to go back there?
So you really do have a thing for Japanese women. That's not just a gimmick.
I like hot Asian women.
It's Asian in general.
Well, Japanese are pretty awesome. I like them a lot, but yeah.
Folks, if you're just joining us right now, we're with two guys that actually were in the shit. They were there. They were a part of this natural disaster, and they survived, thank God, to tell their tale, and they're here right now. A lot of your fans from your army are watching right now. Do you have a message specifically for the BVD army? Is it?
Yeah, you guys, seriously, take this seriously. I mean, like I say, we were there, like Jake was saying. You don't know until you actually experience something like that, like how serious it is. You see it on the news, and it looks, but we're also desensitized here in America or whatever. We haven't gone through anything so catastrophic, as far as like.
Well, Midwest.
Well, yeah, no, Midwest.
That's messed up, but.
Yeah. Well, go ahead. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying the tornadoes in the Midwest has been crazy lately, and like that's horrible. We're actually flying back on from Rock on the Range on Sunday. We flew over the tornado that hit Joplin, Missouri, and our flight was horrible. I thought I was gonna die. Like the plane was just.
You just have like terrible luck these days.
Dude, everywhere we go, man, natural disasters. So I don't know.
Basically, if you're in a city where these guys are playing, you might want to bring some water, a flare gun,
socks and underwear, and I don't know. Yeah, that's cool.
Just expect.
Now, well, here's a crazy thing, though. Yeah. You guys literally are survivors of one of the biggest natural disasters in modern time. I mean, you guys lived to tell the tale. You actually, while we were watching and seeing the news about it and reading the papers in horror, seeing these images, you know what I mean? You guys were there living it.
Well, it was unreal to us, to be honest, when we were going through it, because we didn't realize just how big it was. When we got back to our hotel room that night after the show, we turned on the news, we turned right away, and then we saw where the epicenter was. We saw what had happened just 2 hours north of us.
There was a giant crack down our wall in our hotel room. Like, the wall was cracked all the way down. I have a picture of it on my phone.
You got it on your phone right now?
It's like a million.
I got some questions that are coming to me via Twitter at Stu Stone. I have a question from Ash GD would like to know who your main inspiration is.
Randy Rhoads.
Jinxx.
Well, there you go. There's a good answer. Val, what's her name, has a question asking Jinxx what his favorite guitar brand is.
Well, I use BC Rich, actually. So, and Jake?
What's the question?
What's your favorite guitar brand?
My own guitar brand, BC